Hi, welcome in. You have an appointment? Yeah. Okay, what's your name? Could could you spell that last name for me, please? Thank you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And what's your phone number? Okay. That's not a local area code, right? Oh, I see. Okay. And how did you hear about us? And what's their name? Oh yeah, we know them. Okay, so it looks like you're in today for your fall color analysis. Is that correct? Oh, that's so exciting. It's the best time of the year. Yay. I mean, I'm like a holidays person, so to have so many big holidays at the end of the year is always a good time. Sure. Okay, well, let's just jump right in, okay? Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we have just a few questions that we go over with all of our new patients to us, and we kind of do this seasonally anyway with even patients that are already established. So, what is your natural hair color? Okay. Do you plan on changing it within the next 3 months or so? Oh, that's gonna look so nice. Okay. Yeah. What is the natural color of your eyes? Okay. And are you planning on wearing like colored contacts for anything? Perfect. How would you describe your skin tone? Like, do you burn easily and not tan? Do you burn easily and have difficulty getting a tan? Do you sometimes burn and then easily tan? Do you rarely burn and do you tan easily? Tan easily, or never burn? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a complicated answer right now. Okay. Yeah, basically, I sunburn walking past a window, so I'm jealous of anyone who can spend like any real time outside. And what like lipstick colors complement your face, do you think? Nudes, berry, light oranges, and warm reds. Okay, well, we'll definitely take a look at that today. Do you wear a lot of lipstick or just more like a lip gloss, chapstick kind of thing? Okay, yeah, sure, no problem. Okay, great. Well, let us take a look here. Well, there's a lot of information here in this little packet, but we'll go over everything and see what we can find for you. Let's see here. Here's what I'm looking for. Okay, so this is our eye color chart. Right here. And we will take a look at this together and see what closest matches your eye color, okay? So let's see, we have aquamarine here. And do you think this one matches your eye color at all? Not quite. Okay. It does look like you have green in your eyes. Alright, so we will cross out the honey shade here, the pure hazel shade here, the true sapphire shade here, maybe the marble gray. We'll take a closer look at this one. The brown, the topaz blue, the chestnut brown. And then all the way up here, we'll go ahead and cross out this blue, the satin gray, the hazel. We'll keep an eye on the evergreen. I get it, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll take out the violet, the gray, sugar gray. We will keep the green in, the jade green. We'll take out the sweet violet. We will keep the emerald green, and we will take out the ocean blue. Okay, so let's take this out here, and I'm going to hold this up next to your eyes and see if we can find something that is a close match. Okay, let's see here. Aquamarine. Okay, that's not bad. And then we'll go with the green here. Okay, I see. And then we have the jade green. Your eyes are so pretty. The color is just so unique. And the emerald green. Okay. I don't see a lot of gray in your eyes. Let's take a look at this evergreen color. Okay. Yeah, I think the evergreen is going to be the closest match to your eyes. So let me make a note of that as well. Here. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so we have your eye color sorted out. Next, I think I want to do some fabric swatches to see what kind of makes your coloring pop and what I would recommend you might want to avoid. Now, before we get really involved in this, I do want to say all of this is just a suggestion, okay? If it turns out that like your favorite color to wear is one that's recommended that you not, honey, if you want to wear it, rock it, own it. You do you, okay? If you believe we only get one pass on this life, why waste it wearing something that, or not wearing something you love, you know? So, these are all just suggestions, okay? Honestly, the majority of fashion and what we perceive to be beauty boils down to just confidence, okay? If you have the confidence to wear a color that is suggested you not wear, you're gonna own it and you're gonna rock it, all right? So take it with a grain of salt, just a suggestion, all right? Nothing is set in stone. There's no law that when you leave this door and your favorite color is not on your list of colors to wear, you're not gonna get in trouble, you know? So that's the good news. So let's take a look here. I have a little stack of swatches that we can take a look and see what we come up with, okay? Absolutely. So let's see. First we have a hunter green or a deep green. Let's put this here. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And then a nice khaki color, almost like a parchment. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna put this one in the baby pile. This is a nice bright red. Okay, I can see right away. I'm gonna have to put this one in the not recommended. I'll say it that way. Again, no hard and fast no's. There's just gonna be like recommended, not recommended, and a maybe pile. Okay. Yeah. Next is a gray color. See, to me, this one really kind of washes you out. Yeah. This would be not a color I would put up next to your face. So if you want to have this color in like a sneaker or a pair of pants, I think that would go well. Even like an accent purse, absolutely. But as for up next to your face, like a shirt or a jacket or makeup or like a headband, I wouldn't recommend it. So next we have a cornflower blue, a really light blue, sky blue almost. Yeah, I don't see this color doing you any favors. Again, it could go on the lower half where it's not up against your face. But as for a shirt or a jacket, I wouldn't recommend that color. Now we're going to go on to a nice brown color. Okay, this one's nice. This would be good for an eyeshadow, a hair color. This would work really nicely. A jacket, if you have like a faux leather jacket, faux suede, that would be beautiful on you. A sweater, would be perfect. Yep. Okay. Now we have almost a Dijon yellow color, Dijon mustard color. Okay. You can do this one. It's not my favorite. I'll put this one in the maybe pile. Alright, now we have a Kelly green color. This one is beautiful with your skin tone and your hair, but it almost matches too perfectly with your eyes. So I would say this would be good color for like a shirt. A pop of color for a purse would be really nice. I would not put this, well, I don't know, maybe for a jacket that would be good. Pants, obviously, that would be a lot of fun, especially in the spring. This is nice. I think I would do that color. This is almost like a pastel green. Okay, yeah, I think this color washes you out just a little bit. I wouldn't recommend that one. Okay, next we have a nice deep brown, like a bronze color. Okay, I like this one. This again would be a really pretty sweater or a pair of pants, not at the same time. That would be a lot of brown. A hair color would be beautiful on you. Some eyeliner, a nice deep eyeshadow color. These would be beautiful colors for you. Not aquamarine, a marine blue. Has almost a purple undertone. It's kind of a deep navy color. Yes. Yep, that would be really nice for you. I like that a lot. This would make a beautiful blazer. It's a nice scarf up against your skin tone. That would be really pretty. I like that. A nice bright sunshine yellow. I don't think that that's going to go perfectly with your skin tone. Maybe an accent for like a hair clip or a headband. That would be nice. I'll put that in the maybe pile. How about a nice spearmint color? Let's see here. Okay. This one makes your skin look a little bit sallow. I would not recommend it for you. Okay, now we have a bright fire engine red. 4th of July cherry pie red. Let's see. I think this would be a pretty shade of lipstick for you. I wouldn't go all out with like a nice bright red shirt, but for an accent color, like it's up next to your face, like a shoulder strap for a purse, I would wear this as a shirt if you have like a jacket to go over it or a blazer to kind of tone it down just a little bit. That would be really nice. This with like a brown faux suede jacket or a brown blazer over it would be really pretty on your skin tone. I'll put it in your list of recommended, but with like an asterisk beside it for that reasoning. Like I wouldn't go all out and just wear a color that bright with your skin tone. But for an accent, I think that would look really nice on you. Now we have like a lemon yellow. Okay. I think these soft pastel colors work against you, honestly. And again, if it's your favorite color, you rock it, you own it, you do you. But for my suggestions, I think pastel colors are going to go in the do not recommend pile. But again, okay, hear me. There's no set rule. If it's your favorite color, you rock it, you wear it, you own it. Okay. So now we have a mustard brown. This is like a yellow with mustard yellow, a yellow with some brown undertones in it. I think, especially this time of year, this is going to be your color. This is going to be really nice. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is going to be really nice on you. This would be a shirt color that you can wear as a solid color, as a print, plaids in this color are extremely popular this time of year. So if you find something that has this plaid in it, that would be really nice with you. Yeah, absolutely. Next we have like a sea blue. There's some gray undertones in this. I think this would be nice with your hair color. Again, assuming you're not going to change it, but as your hair color is now and up against your skin tone with your eyes, I think this would be really, really nice. A nice color for you. I think this would be a good accent color for you. Again, having it the full color shirt might be a bit much. But again, if you wore this with like the brown suede jacket, faux suede, or a blazer, I think that would be beautiful. Let me see if I can put these two together for you actually. These two colors together with your skin tone would be glorious. So this would be your undershirt. This would be the blazer or the faux suede, faux leather jacket over it. I think that would really be very complimentary for you. Next we have a peach tone. Ooh, no, right away. That does not work. That makes you look like you were just one solid color. Takes away all of your features, all of your natural shadowing you have on your face. That just, I'm sorry. That is one I strongly recommend against for you. Now we have a pink. We have a couple of pinks coming up. This one is a bright pink. I feel like this would actually be really beautiful on you. This in a couple of shades darker, a couple of tones deeper, would be really beautiful and complimentary for you. Okay, here's what they call a probably Barbie pink, baby pink. It's very soft pink. I think it washes you out. I'm starting to see a common theme here where like the deeper colors are more complimentary for you and the more pastel colors tend to wash you out just a bit. Yeah. Here's a nice bright blue, marine blue. This is really nice. Let's see. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. Here is a grass green color. Let's take a look. I think this would be a nice accent color for you. I don't think I would recommend putting it right up against your face in like a shirt or a jacket, but for a color in a headband, or surprisingly this color comes up a lot in like plaids for the fall, that would not be bad. A purse in this color would be really beautiful, especially in the spring. So I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, but for like an accent color, not for a sweater or a shirt, anything like that. It's going to go up against your face because it would not work for you. And again, take it with a grain of salt. If it's your favorite color and you own half your wardrobe in that color and you love it, who am I to say otherwise? Okay. Here is a beautiful bubblegum pink. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to do you any favors. I think you want to stick with a deeper toned pink. This one has too much blue in it. I think you want one that has more yellow, I believe, or red. Yeah, this is too blue. Next we have a lighter shade of the parchment color. Let's see. Yeah, this one is just reading very peachy on you. I don't think that this is quite this color that you want to have. So I'm going to put that in the do not recommend pile. Let's see. Here's next a sky blue. A beautiful color. But I'm thinking if the trend holds, and it looks like it does, this pastel color might be a little bit too wash you out, which is really unfortunate. But again, you can put this in sneakers, you can wear it on pants, like a light denim color that's very popular right now. That would go just fine. you know, just don't, I wouldn't put it on the upper half of your body. On the lower half, don't hesitate. Have all the fun you want, because it's not going to wash out your face, you know. That being said, you do have to have it match. So if you wanted to, let me go back to, okay, so if you wanted to do this in a pant, I would go with, let's see, let's do, and again, I haven't come across a black swatch yet, so I don't know how that's going to do on your skin tone, so we'll stick with the brown. Maybe like a really deep brown jacket, which looks a lot like the previous suggestion. But if you wanted to have like a pop of color, let's see what this would do. Three of these together to have a hint of color here in the shirt. To have your blazer here, or your, you know, suede jacket, whatever, and then your pants here in this light wash denim. That would be nice. Very nice colors together, I think. Yeah. So let's keep moving here. We're almost done. We have a nice yellow, and again, I think that this is too soft to have. Again, as a shirt, you can have this would be really beautiful as a ribbon in your hair or a headband. But I think right up against your face, it's really just gonna wash everything out. We'll put that in the do not recommend pile. Here is a really beautiful orange color. And I think this would be gorgeous in a blazer for you, or as again just a shirt color. There are a lot of plaids this time of year with this color, orange and black. It's really popular this time of year, obviously for Halloween. I think this would be really nice. It really would set off the tones in your hair color quite a bit. Yeah, I think that would be really nice. We'll put that in the recommend pile. And here's a softer brown. It has like a lot of gray in it. This also would be beautiful on you. If you want like a deeper color without like the stark contrast of black, this would be a really nice option. This is a really good pant color. This would be a really good shirt color, jacket color. Again, not all at once because holy cow, unless that's the look you're going for, but that would be a lot of this color. It's an olive brown. Yeah, that's really pretty. Here is a soft purple. This color is popular in the springtime, and I don't feel like this is a good match for you. Again, this would be fine for an accessory color, but as for a full-on shirt color up against your face, I don't feel like that would really work. Here is a bright highlighter yellow. Let's take a look here, see what this does. Ooh, this immediately makes you look ill. I'm sorry, I don't want to be insulting, but I don't think this is your color at all. Again, it would be a really fun color for a purse. That would be real fun. A shoe color, that would be a lot of fun. A pair of socks, sure. But right up against your face, it doesn't favor your face that much here. Here's a really pretty one. It's a teal color. Let's see. This is really pretty on you, but again, I think for a makeup color or anything right up against your face, it's just going to wash you out. So I'm going to put this one in the do not recommend. But again, if it's your favorite color, you do you, baby, and you will rock it. This is a true purple, like a grape. Well, I've never seen a grape this color, but when you think of grape color in fashion, this is the color that I think would come to mind. This has a lot of blue undertones. Let's see. I think this would be nice. I think honestly this might be a couple of shades too light, but I'm going to put it in a recommend pile just so you can get an idea. Okay, here is a nice salmon color, coral. This would be beautiful on you. Let's see. Yeah, I think that would be really pretty. Okay. Here's a blush pink. No, I don't think that's your shade. I'll put that in do not recommend. Nice deep gray. We have 3 more after this. So. Okay. I think this might be a touch too dark. I'm going to put this in the maybe pile. And let's do, here's a really beautiful deep teal. If I can get it. Here we go. This color will go really nicely with you. I would say if you want anything in this color, get it. This is a beautiful shade on you. Yeah, I like that. That's a good shade for you. And let's do, here it is. It's a nice deep navy color. Okay, that is going to be a good color on you as well. And we have a white. Here we are. Okay. I think this color is good for you. Again, I would do small doses of it. If you want to do a white shirt, that would be fine. A white sweater would be pretty. I would do maybe nothing directly up against your face. Like, I wouldn't do a white turtleneck. I would do maybe an off the shoulder in white. That would be nice. I don't think I would recommend a crew neck in the white on you. Yeah. But if you could do like an off the shoulder, that would be really nice. Or a boat neck or a sweetheart line. Those would all be really nice too. Yeah. That way it doesn't like overwhelm you. Okay, so I think we have a good color palette to work with here. So here are all the colors. The stack is not super neat, but here are all the colors that I think will work with your skin tone here. And you can take these home with you, so you can have some swatches. So when you're shopping, you'll have a good idea of kind of what to look for. Here is your, I don't really recommend, but you do you color palette. I think these are all going to be too pastel and too light. And we'll get all this organized before you go, but this will be in the do not necessarily recommend pile for you. And then here are the ones where I personally don't recommend them like at all. But again, if it's your favorite color and you love it, then your confidence will make it work for you, okay? So here you go on those. So how are you feeling so far? Do you have any questions? Does any of this, I know it can be a lot of information all at once, and always, after you leave, if you have any questions or if you're shopping, you can feel free to text us and be like, help, but what about this color? I know you said purples are good, but is the right shade of purple? Or, that's no problem. We are always on standby, ready to help, okay? Yeah, so, don't feel like after this appointment's over, the relationship ends. Not at all, okay? Always feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns, or say, you're not planning on changing your hair color, but as you walk out of here, you fall in love with someone's hair color, and you're like, I have to have that. No problem, okay? We are always here to help, and happy to help, obviously. So let's take a look with the color wheel. Okay, so let's see. We're looking here to see like what colors for makeup would work. So let me take a look here. You have green eyes. Okay. Hold this up and see if we can get the right shade. Right. Yeah. That's good. Okay. So. Okay. Alright. Yep, I think that works. So as you can see here, your shade is in here for your eye color. And so anything up in here would work really complementary up in these shades right over here for your eye color. I would stay away personally from these shades. They might work a little bit because they are opposite, but honestly you want to stay away from like neighboring shades on the color wheel because they would just kind of muddy your eye color. And again, if you love it, I love it for you, okay? So for your hair color, let's see, where would that be? Your hair color on here is going to be, right in here. Right in here. So these colors opposite would make sense for your eye color, which is what you have because it's very complementary. Okay. These are colors that you can wear next to your hair. So if you have a jacket this color or a shirt in these colors, all up in here, these would look really nice. I would stay away from colors in here. I think they would kind of muddy your complexion down. These colors right next to it are going to be complementary. So those would be really nice. I think so. And now I do have some swatches that we can go over for possible eye makeup looks. I have some blushes that would work well, some possible recommendations for some lipsticks. So I think after going over the swatches and checking out the color wheel, it looks like you are a warm autumn, which is perfect for this time of the year because everything is coming out for those colors. So we have some recommendations, and again, this will come home with you. So you have your neutrals right here. That will go well with your anything, really. Your purses, your shirts. If you want to have a neutral palette, these would go really nice. If you want a neutral eye look, these would all go really nicely. For your reds, oranges, and pinks, you can have your brick, crimson, fire, carrot, salmon, and garnet. Those would all work really nicely with you. For your yellows and your greens, you have your mustard, your honey, your sunshine, your army, juniper, and emerald. Those would all complement you very nicely. And your purples and your blues, you have your plum, mulberry, rhubarb, cerulean, Tiffany, and ocean. And this again will come home with you, and it will just give you an idea. For your neutrals up here, you have navy, dark olive, ivory, cream, camel, cognac, tawny, and pecan, or pecan, depends on however you say it. I tend to flip both ways. Yeah, this will come home with you as well. This is very informative, very helpful. For your eye looks, here's your makeup one that's going to come home with you. We have, again, the neutrals we just saw a second ago. Kind of a cream color, a bronzy color, a nice purple color, a deep brown, a dark, easy for me to say, a dark navy, a navy, true navy, an army green, and like an olive green. Okay, these would all be really nice. For your cheeks. You have kind of a mauve, a lighter pink, and then a deeper color. For your lips, you see here, there's like a brick, a nice salmon color, a deeper maroon, and then you have your deeper brown, mulberry, and almost like a blood color. Really complementary for your skin tone and season type. And again, I have some makeup palettes that will go through and lipstick colors. So here are the other options that you could have been. We have a spring palette tone right here. And then we have the autumn tones. We have summer and winter. So you're going to fall in right in here. That's one of my favorite palettes. Okay, so let's take a look at the makeup swatches. And if you want to, at the end of this, make an appointment with our makeup artist. We can definitely get you in if you have an event coming up, no problem. But these are just swatches we use in these color analyses. When someone comes in for a color analysis, we give them ideas for what makeup colors to choose and look for in palettes. But again, you know, our makeup artist will, I'm sure, will be very happy to do a full look for you. Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's start with the cheeks and the blushes. Okay, as a refresher, we have these shades that we really recommend. But let's take a look. We have a few options here. This is the Tarte Charisma. So as you can see, it mostly looks like it would match up with this shade right here. That would be really nice. And let's do a quick swatch. sit in pan. That would be really lovely on you. And I don't know why I did 2 fingers, but there we go. And put that there. And the best thing about these is that they're very buildable. So here's this Charisma and Tarte. And then we have the Blissful by Tarte as well. And this one looks like it would match up with probably this color right here. And if you have one that's similar, but not exactly like shade you're looking for, that's okay. You can go more or less, however strong you want your blush to be. And again, I'm going to keep saying it. It's all with a grain of salt, okay? So if you don't have any blushes in these shades, that's okay. You don't have to run out and buy all new makeup. Here is the Blissful. This one is extremely sheer. So if this is not exactly your shade, that's okay. You can build it up. Not a problem. This is Blissful. Ooh, that was loud. I'm sorry. Right here. Very sheer. Very sheer. Now here's one that I would not recommend for you. This one is Royal. It's almost a brown color. Now, if you wanted to use this for a bronzer or a contour shade, this would be really lovely. It has a bit of a gray undertone to it, so for a contour shade, this would be really nice. But as you can see, it doesn't really match any of the, I don't know what I'm doing here. This is not going well. Any of these suggestions. Okay. This is far too brown for a blush. Again, for a contour, this would be really beautiful. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Next, we have a color Genius by Tarte. Again, not one I'd really recommend. It has more of a brown undertone to it, but it is a really soft berry color. Let me swatch that for you. I think it's too soft for your skin tone though. This would be good for like a summer person who's a summer right here. And it's also very soft. And here's another one that I don't really recommend for you. It's Vibrant. I'm just kind of showing you the differences. Here's the swatch for Vibrant. And it is a very soft pink. Again, it doesn't really, not one that's going to show up that well in your skin tone. But that's why I don't recommend it. So as you can see, that one is right here. And of these 3, this one shows up the most. This one was the Charisma color. So you can see the difference on how they show up on different skin tones. That one would be the best color, I think, for you. Does that make sense? Do you have any questions? Okay, perfect, yeah. So those are the blush examples that we have. Oh, wait, no, wait, there's one more. I'm just kidding. This is one by ColourPop. It's Count Me In. ColourPop. It's the Shoop. I have such a hard time saying it. Super Shock Cheek. And Count Me In. I think this would be a great match for you. And this is a cream blush, I suppose. Alright, I'm just going to go across the top here. It's a bit of a deeper color. It's not as bright pink. But if you want just a softer shade, this would go really well for you right here. Yeah. If you want something that's a little bit less intense than the Charisma, I feel like that would be a good color choice for you. Now, those are all of the blush options that we have. Let me get my face wipe here, and then we'll get into some eyeshadow colors that I feel like would be really nice for you. You know what would be really nice that I don't think I've ever seen anyone do? Would be if they put out makeup palettes for seasonal skin tone, you know? Like they put like a soft summer or a bright winter. That would be really fun. I'm sure if I've thought of it, someone else has as well, and they've done it. But let's start off with this palette. This is a small little palette. It's one of my favorites from Wet and Wild. This is Comfort Zone. This has a lot of great neutral options. And this color right here is one of my favorites in this palette. And it's also fun because it gives you some options on the back of where to put the colors for a night look or a day look. You can get both of these in this really cool palette here. So let's do, there's even labeled for the different, you have transitions for the day, transition for the night. It's really fun. Here is, so as you can see here in our eyes, suggestions, this little palette from Wet n Wild hits a lot of these colors. So it's a great everyday palette. We have a lot of really nice options in here. You have your deeper shades here. This olive green goes right here. This color matches right in here. A nice highlight shade here. And even this color matches really nicely right here. So let me give you a few swatches out of this palette. And Wet n Wild can be found pretty much anywhere. Walmart, Walgreens, online, Amazon. And this is again the Comfort Zone palette. And these are these 3 shades right here. This is definitely a favorite of mine. I mean, come on. Look at that. Those are so nice. Really pretty. And then you have, let's do this one here. And this darker color here. And let's do this white color. You can really get any kind of look. Oh, I mean, stop it, Wet n Wild. You're just messing with us now. We'll put these right here. So here's your white color, the highlighter shade, this darker black color, and then this other deeper color here. And I think this whole little mini palette was less than $5. I mean, honestly, a really beautiful everyday palette. You cannot go wrong with that. And I think that's really going to make your eyes pop. And since they have the little walkthrough on the back of what colors to put where. So for instance, you have colors 2, 10, 5, 9, and 8. 2, 10. It's all spelled out here for you on the back, but for the nightshade, 2, 10, 9, 5, and 8 corresponds to the colors in the palette right here. This is a great one, and they're cruelty free. Absolutely can't go wrong with Wet n Wild. Next we have the Revolution palette. This is a good one. As you can see, there are some really nice shades in here as well. This is if you're going for like a brighter look. The purples in here would go really nicely. This nice blue goes nice. The green, the brown right here, this deeper brown, even the orange, and the blues up here, the purple. All of these would go really beautifully. So let me take a few swatches for you. Let's do this one, and 2 of the purples. How about that? Okay. And then we'll come back in and do some of those blues too, because these are beautiful. Cannot leave them behind. So this is the colors here, here, and the purples here and here. These swatches are going to go like that. Oh, those are so beautiful. Those would be perfect for you. And let me wipe my fingers off, and we'll go into some of these blues and teals down at the bottom here. Okay. Oh, even this yellow, actually. Let's do that yellow as well. So we're going to go in with the yellow right here, orange here, and then some of these blues right in here to give you an idea. So really, most palettes will have some color that you would use and look good on. Do the orange next to the yellow. We'll put them right here next to it. Those are beautiful. Orange and yellow here is really nice. And it's actually a nice coral in here as well, which goes nicely with your colors. So we'll take a look at that one too. So this next swatch set will be the blues and the coral. I think I'm going to trade hands here, so that'll give my hand a chance to recover. So we're going to go in with this coral here, and then do the blues here on the bottom. So let's take a look at the coral. So soft. This blue, the royal blue, and then this teal. Here are these color options. And, I mean, you can't go wrong with those either. Really nice. And you can find, again, Revolution, this at TJ Maxx, online, of course, their website. That's not a problem. So there is that palette. That would be a really good one for you as well. A lot of options there. And then we have a couple more. Let's do the Hip Dot palettes. I have 2 Hip Dot palettes. I think that'll give you a good idea of what you should be looking for. This one is the Hip Dot in Zion. The packaging is so pretty. And this one is the Hip Dot in Cenote. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really nice options in here. So this one has a lot of purples and oranges, which would go really gorgeously with your skin tone. And to give you a couple of ideas, we're going to go into the Narrows, the Angel's Landing, and Sublime. We'll do Sublime. We'll do these down here. So Sublime is a sparkly purple color. Angel's Landing is a kind of maroon sparkle color. Narrows is a matte maroon. And let's do also Majesty, which is like a deep plum. It's one of my favorite colors. Look at these. How pretty are those? Oh yeah, really nice. Deep, deep, deep pigmented colors. So those would go beautifully for your eyeshadow looks, especially this time of year. For our last one, we have Cenote by Hip Dot. It says, unleash your inner goddess through the alluring blues and gleaming golds of Cenote. Our homage to the sacred underground pools where Mayans believed they could speak directly to the gods. This is paraben-free, talc-free, mineral oil-free. It is animal test-free and vegan. So you gotta love all of that. And as you can see, this is beautiful. It has a lot of the colors that would be right up your alley. We're going to swatch this really lovely, sparkly blue color. We'll do this one and some of these on the bottom row here. Let's do Limestone, Subsurface, and Tulum. Those are all 3 of the colors right here. And let's do Ancient, Jungle, and Meltwater. That is these 3 right here. This little corner. And then we'll move on to some lipsticks, and then we should be done unless you have any other questions. Oh, these are so nice. Limestone, Subsurface, and Tulum. Look at that. Those are beautiful. Just shoop, shoop. Really beautiful. That Subsurface, this middle color here, would be a wonderful transition shade. Ooh, there it is. The Limestone would be really nice right in the center, and the Tulum. And the Tulum would be a really nice like accent color, like in the corner. That'd be really pretty. Or even, oh my goodness, under your eyes for a nighttime look. Forget about it. That would be gorgeous. Then we have Ancient, Jungle, and Meltwater, which would be gorgeous as well. Ancient is like a sapphire blue. Jungle is like a deep teal blue. And then Meltwater is like a sky blue almost. Look at those. So, so nice. Whew. My goodness. Beautiful colors. So again, all of those would work really nicely with your autumn colors for your faces. Now I do also have some eyeliner options here if you wanted something more fun than just like a standard black eyeliner. This is a brownish red. I think that would go nicely. Depends on what you're looking for, you know, of course. A nice purple would be really beautiful. And then you have, of course, a nice navy blue. Would be really fun if you want something outside of the standard black and brown. Here is the navy blue color. Really pretty. A nice purple always contrasts nicely, or complements, I suppose I should say, with a green eye or brown eye, either of those. Really nice. And this one would be kind of a fun one. It's not something I would use like every day, but if you want something a little bit different, this would be really nice as well. It's a nice deep berry color. Yeah, it's really nice, isn't it? I love these. So for lip colors, we have a few options here we can swatch for you. This one's a nice deep vampy color. Let me pull this back out for reference here. I feel like this would match mostly with this one here. This is by Stila. This is the Rubino color. We'll swatch these here in a minute. This is Dose of Colors in Date Night. How appropriate. I think this will probably go well right here. That would be nice. And if you wanted something a little bit more toned down, this is Hank and Henry in Pedal Pusher. And I feel like this would probably match right here on this top shade. Right up here. And again, with any of these, you don't have to put it on all over your lips. You can just do little dots and kind of rub it out to sheer it out just a little bit. This is a fun one. This is a NARS. This I don't think would really match what you're looking for, but it could go nicely again. Like I said, if you just kind of sheer it out a little bit, I think it would kind of fall into this one right here on the bottom. Right there. We'll take a look at that. And I think this one would be a good match, again, for this bottom color right here. This is the Bordeaux, I guess from the company Half Caked. I'm not entirely sure. It smells like vanilla though. It smells really nice. And here's an example of one I would not recommend for you. This is also from Half Caked. This is the theme song. This is a little bit too gray. Has a little bit too much of a gray undertone in it. But if it is your favorite color, again, I would sheer it out and put like a nice lip gloss over it, if that's what you're looking for. So let's take a look at these swatched. This is the Stila in Rubino. It's a really pretty color. It's very deep, but for this time of the year, that could be really beautiful on you. That is intense. It smells nice too. This one is the Dose of Colors in Date Night. It's a beautiful red. This one has more blue undertone to it. They look similar, but this one is slightly brighter. Yeah, you can see that there. This one is the Half Baked in Bordeaux. It's more of a brick red. And like I said, it smells like vanilla birthday cake. It's beautiful. I just want to eat it up. And this one has more of a brown undertone to it. This is the Hank and Henry in Pedal Pusher. A little pop to it. No, a little bit of a vanilla smell to that one. And this one has more of a gray undertone to it, but not as much as the last suggestion I had for the theme song color by Half Caked, not Half Baked. That's different. Anyway, here's that color, and I feel like, yeah, so we showed you on the chart where that one would be. And here's the NARS in Give It Up. And this one I think is a little bit too purple, more of a berry, but that is bright. If that is your color, you go for it. Ooh, that's not a good swatch. Gone over the bony part of my hand. See if we can even that out. And again, this could work for you. I would just recommend shearing it out just a little bit. But it's right there. it's a little bit too pink. But if it's your color, you rock it. So here's the half cake, and the one I was recommending to not use because it does have a little bit of a gray base to it. I'm going to swatch it right across the top of these. This one looks a lot like the Hank and Henry color. So if you like it, go for it. There's that right there. Yeah. So these are the suggestions I have for you. Again, I would, if you're not into like a full bold lip, but you still want a little bit of color, just dot it on and kind of move it around with your fingertip and just, yeah. Do you have any questions about anything? I know it's a lot to take in, so, you know, if you do have any questions later, feel free to send an email or a text. Just come back in, whatever, float your boat. Yeah. Okay, well, I feel really good about what we've done here today. And we will be sending you an email with a report with all of this, and you'll be going home with the swatches and the little packet of information over there. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing you again, hopefully. And if you have anyone who's looking for an analysis, feel free to send them our way. We will be happy to take care of them as well. I'm really glad you enjoyed yourself today, and I hope you found this relaxing. A lot of people really do find it to be very relaxing to get some personal attention. So it was really a pleasure meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you.